Chapter 7, Just Proper Procedure. Sissy Taylor hadn't changed a bit since collage. She was still the short, neutral-tone, brown-skinned girl that once lived across the hall from me in the dorms. Sissy was about my height, but she had more hips and ass than I had flesh on my entire body. Lacey quickly produced her police department badge and identified the two of us. This is just proper procedure in the law enforcement community. Sometimes it's a way of showing who's in charge right off the cuff.
Dakota Brown, somebody told me that you were a cop.
She said in an annoying, high-pitched tone. Technically, no. I'm with the United States Marshal Service.
Ooh, is that like the FBI?
Yeah, something like that.
So, girl, how you been? You know that your ex works here?
My what?
Girl, quit playing. You know, your ex-man, Jason McKinney.
Whatever. We are not here to talk about that.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you do know that he's still fine.
Sissy! Do you know this woman? I intentionally placed the dead girl's picture about 2 inches from Sissy's nose to shut her up. I did not want to stand up there and relive my college days, especially not those college days. Jason McKinney was honestly my first and last crazy female moment in life. It was the most insane relationship that anybody could have ever dreamed of. One minute, I was raking my dorm room key down the side of his Mustang. The next minute, I was laying naked on the warm hood of that Mustang with my knees next to my ears. That boy drove me crazy.
Yes, I know her. Her name is Sherry Parker. Sometimes she helps out here at the Veterans Center. Why, did she do something bad?
Yes, she got herself killed. And in her possession was the deputy marshal's personal contact information. You have any idea of how she came in possession of that information?
She got it from me. She became real close to one of the vets here at the center. She asked me if I knew anybody on the police force that she could talk to on behalf of her friend, Mr. Johnson.
Can we see Mr. Johnson? I asked.
No, he died a few days ago. It was weird because he was one of our healthiest residents. But we came into work, I think last Tuesday or Wednesday, and he was dead. Like he just stopped breathing in his sleep.
Did he have any next of kin?
Number, I don't think so. In fact, I think that all of his stuff is still in the storage locker. At least that's where they put it after clearing his room.
Do you mind if we take a look at his property?
I guess not. All of his stuff is in that closet over there. It ain't locked, but you didn't hear it from me?
Sissy Taylor scanted off and went back to work. As we approached the closet door that Sissy had directed us to, I could tell that Detective Lacey was experiencing the same sense of dead-end defeat that had begun to blanket me. As we opened the unlocked door, the smell of disinfectant and mothballs ambushed our nostrils like debris in a dust storm. But resting in a single cardboard box on the hard tile floor of the janitor's closet was all that remained of Sergeant First Class Cecil O'Neill Johnson. Slowly, Lacey and I filtered through old medals, unit citations, and photos of days long past.
Dakota, look at this photo.
Lacey handed me a 5x7, black and white photo which mirrored the military group photo that we had seen earlier in the apartment of Sherry Parker. The only difference with the photograph is that written across the chest of every photo mate was a date, presumably marking the known death of every man in the array. Could the victim's father and this man have served together in the same unit? I asked.
I think so. Here's an old driver's license. The pictures match.
So, the Parker woman was friends with Mr. Johnson because Johnson and her dad were friends. Or at least, they knew one another.
Or so it seems.
But it still leaves open the main 2 questions. Why is she dead? And who killed her? Maybe if we can track down a few more of the men from this unit photo, we can get some answers. But where do we start?
That's why they call it police work, Dakota.
The administrator to the Veterans Center was surprisingly helpful. She was able to provide us with the names and last known addresses of each of the 12 men which had served together in Sergeant Johnson's Army platoon. Coincidentally, All of the names provided were consistent with the men represented in the photograph of Sergeant First Class Johnson.
Well, we can scratch at least 4 of them off of the list. Only 8 more to go. I'll start with the 4 local guys. Can your federal databases cover the other 4?
Yes, I'll try running the names tonight while I'm doing my hair.
While you're doing what to your hair?
Look, I'm not one of those cute little mixed race girls with good hair. See, mixed girls and white girls have it easy. Y'all just wash it, shake it, and be ready to wear it. Black women like me have to work at maintaining this stuff. Have you ever seen a black woman on a bad hair day? Shh. We get those little BB things that start rolling down the back of our neck. Trust me, it ain't pretty. Lacey couldn't seem to stop laughing. And it was okay, because black girls might have hard to manage hair, but we don't have the problem of burning up in the sun.